I mean, like really, really, because everyone is different, right? 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 Everyone is different. What? I mean, like really, really, because everyone is different, right? Right? Everyone is different. What? I think that might be enough. Okay, so I was sitting here and I just woke up at like 5:30 in the morning, and I was just sitting here and I was thinking about how people become so bitter and resentful for a lot of reasons. And I can only speak off of experiences and what I've been through and what other people have told me about that they've been through. And I'm sure it's a bunch of different ways that people can become bitter and resentful, and the way that people can become bitter and resentful about everything, because everybody is different, everyone's different, everybody knows that, everyone is different. But in so many cases, a lot of people tend to become bitter based off of whatever it is that they felt would go one way and it went another way. So people tend to become bitter based off of what they feel they're losing, or what didn't go as planned, or a number of things, right? I don't know what, your reason for being bitter is, but I know mine. And I try not to be bitter and resentful for or towards other people based off of what they've done to me to make me that way. Like, for instance, I'm bitter and resentful based off the fact that I've been hurt on a number of occasions. And a lot of times we tend to deal with like childhood trauma and we don't even know it. I'm sorry. But we tend to deal with childhood trauma and we don't even know it. Even adulthood trauma. Like, becoming an adult as a kid, I hated being a kid because I hated being told what to do. So I ended up growing up and becoming a rebel, in a sense, based off the fact that I don't like being told what to do, even in relationships. I've never been the submissive type, but it takes the right person to become, your significant other for you to become that submissive type. You have to truly trust the person. And most women tend to not trust a lot of men based off of what they've been through, and what a lot of men tend to confirm what a woman has been through or is saying that this next person is going to do. So it's just like they become bitter and resentful, but yet they still get in relationships. Me personally, I don't think all men are the same. I've only been in one relationship where I can say I truly was in love with this guy, like truly. And I messed that up based off of, me not getting my shit together mentally, So, we get into these relationships with people knowing that we're not ready for a relationship. We just know what we want. And for him, I wanted him, So it was like, I wasn't thinking about if I was going to hurt him or anything like that, because I didn't think that I would. But the process leading up to me getting him was kind of painful for me. I was on the receiving end. He probably doesn't think that it was, or that he did anything wrong and stuff, because it's a lot of stuff, again, we deal with here and here, especially here. And based off of society, we have this thing set up to where we think that so much is supposed to be a certain way. Not if we were just put on the planet with no social media and no TV or entertainment in any type of way, or based off of how we would really be without all of that, because we would think so totally different. Same way when it comes to cheating and all of that. We think of all this thing in monogamous relationships and stuff like that based off of what we see, what we grow up with, what we watch, what we hear, what we listen to, all these things. And then over time, all it does is create a bunch of expectations that we have set for other humans that should be literally doing whatever the hell that they want to do, because that's their body and they're the only person that has to live their life. But we mess so much up based off of what we expect them to do and what we want them to do, because so many people want to have this controlling mindset. And controlling other people fucks you in the end every time. And it's just like, after you lose something, then you realize all those things. So I can truly say I was submissive to one guy that I actually truly loved, and I messed it up. But in return, when you mess up things, rewind, because I messed it up due to the fact of being disrespectful, I guess, in a sense. I don't know. But then he turned around. We tried to be friends. We tried to remain friends after that. But because I lived with him a couple of years after, even after he broke up with me, he's supposed to be my best friend. But then in return, I got disloyalty. So while in a relationship with him, I would never ever give up on him or break up with him whatsoever. But I would definitely address the fact that disloyalty is not accepted, because certain people are only loyal to a fault. While I've learned to respect people and grow and pay attention to a lot of things, because then you start going through different stuff that you've accumulated over the time of being in a relationship. Like, I have like about 30 cards from him, and a lot of them end up starting, you know, because you can just literally, with cards, you can just watch things either go uphill or go downhill. And so at the beginning, a lot of the cards were just like, I love you so much. Thank you so much for loving me. I've enjoyed watching you grow as a woman and grow as a mother. And I look forward to many, many years with you. Many more years, this, that, and the other. This has been the best 5 months or 6 months and stuff of my life. Mind you, we were together for about 5 years. Maybe 7 as a whole, based off of the last 2 years that, you know, we weren't in a relationship, but we're still living together. But in each other's life as a whole, put it that way. But I've known him since 1st grade. But at the same time, what was I gonna say? With cards, you look at all of those and in the beginning and how things were, and I guess you just don't think about like how much you were gonna miss that shit or realize just how important those words were until you no longer get those words. Because then recent cards now say, oh, Mother's Day just passed. You're an amazing mom, and this, that, and other about motherhood, and love this person, love such and such. And it's like, you never notice that until you go back and look at certain stuff. You go from, I love you so much and thank you so much for loving me, to, you're this amazing person, love this person, love such and such. And it's like, is this where we are right now? And then another thing is, so many people claim that they don't want titles, like within a relationship, but yet they want to give you the friendship title or the best friend title. They want to give you whatever title that they want to give you on whatever terms that they have set in place, whenever, for whatever time that they want to do it. It's all their world. There's no compromise anywhere. It's they tell you when they want to get with you. They tell you when they no longer want to be with you. They tell you what type of title that they want to give you. And over time, you begin to realize all these things like, I have no say in anything. And I'm saying all these things because I'm letting people know to, don't be mad at other people for what they do. Always allow people to do whatever it is that they want to do. If you truly love a person, no matter what they do, you're going to love them. So many people love under the condition that this person buys me things. This person doesn't talk to anybody else. This person listens to what I say. This person spends time with me when I want to. This person has sex with me when I want to. This person wants to cuddle. This person listens to me when I need to vent. If a person stops doing all those things, they no longer love that person. No matter what a person does, when you love a person unconditionally, you will truly love them. I can actually truly say that this last relationship I had taught me a lot. A hell of a lot. Now, past relationships I've had, they taught me some things, but they basically taught me what not to do. Like, trust people. Wholeheartedly. Which, I guess I forgot that because when I got in my last relationship, I trusted that man wholeheartedly. I was there for him wholeheartedly. I loved him wholeheartedly. I loved him unconditionally. So a lot of things that I did, and I think that what it is my love ends up becoming a very short string. And I don't want to say necessarily obsessive, but maybe attached. And we as humans, we tend to get attached to other humans. And it's just like, maybe we shouldn't do that, because while a person can promise you that they want to spend the rest of their life with you, people break promises all day, every day, just like people die all day, every day. And a lot of people that break promises are some of the main people that don't realize just how short life is. And so while they're so busy out here breaking promises, they're not realizing how short life is. Even if they lose 1 million people within their life over a short span of time, they don't realize how short life is, because they've never really lost anyone super close to them, like a parent or a kid or a sibling. They haven't. They haven't lost anything, so they don't know what it's like to actually just lose someone that's super close to them, or a really close best friend whom they've spoken with every single day for almost the past decade. You know, they haven't lost anyone like that, so they don't really know how short life is. And a lot of people don't, because they haven't experienced losing anyone super close to them. I've lost both parents, so I know what it's like. So I don't hold grudges. I don't do anything like that. A person can do literally anything to me and I will still be okay with it. Like, life's too short, it doesn't matter. I would still hate to lose you as a person if something happened to you, you know? But that's just me. A lot of people are not like that, because so many people, I feel, have these small hearts. And when you have small hearts, you don't think like that. You don't realize that life is short. You can say it. They say it all day, every day. I know life is short. No, you don't. You don't truly know life is short. Because with loved ones also, when you don't want to blame the people that do different things to you, you know you love them, right? Like your kids or your parents. Your parents can piss you off. Your kids can piss you off. No matter what, you're going to love them, right? You can't blame them for how they are or who they are. You literally can only blame yourself for how you allowed them to be. So while I can be bitter and resentful, which I'm learning to let that shit go, literally, because it's the past. And each day is a new day to start over with letting shit go, or forgiving people who have hurt you in some way, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, all of that stuff. So it's just like, if psychologically it's the same as mentally, I don't know, but it sounded good. But at the same time, it's just like, Anita, if you forgive so many people all the time, and you don't hold grudges with people all the time, can you forgive yourself? Can you not hold a grudge with yourself? Can you truly love yourself the way that you love others? Sometimes a lot of us tend to love others way more than we love ourselves, when we should be loving ourselves first before anybody, because if we don't love ourselves first, how can we love anybody else? Which you can. To me, I think that you can. The only thing is it's probably not good, based off the fact that you take care of yourself, you can take care of others. So it's like, I have to love myself in order to take care of myself, in order to be okay, because stressing, when I say it's such a slow silent killer. And I know so many people say that a lot. Excuse me. I know so many people say that a lot, that stress is a silent killer or a slow killer. But I've experienced it myself with my mom. Literally have been through every single thing throughout her life, starting as a kid. Placed from home to home, foster parents, adopted, everything, just had the worst life ever. Just to become an adult, to have the worst life ever. And to get with a man who truly did not give up about her, you know what I'm saying? But she stayed there. And I'm like, I don't want to be like her, because I stay in places like I don't give up on people. I don't give up on what I call as us or whatever team or partnership that I'm with someone. I stay in the longest relationships because I don't like giving up on people. I give people chance after chance after chance because maybe one day they will change, you know? But I can't be upset at the fact that people give up on me. Yeah, it hurts, but I can't be upset with the person because I'm not on the receiving end of what they truly feel or what I'm truly taking them through by being up and down and bipolar as fuck and dealing with anxiety, dealing with BPD, dealing with PTSD, I deal with a number of shit that I take meds for because some people will call it weak, some people will call it helping myself, but some things will either help you or hinder you. Whatever works for me at that moment, that's what I'm going for. So I'll be the weak one and not facing all of my thoughts in order to maintain stability, like, of being who I am mentally. I have to remain stable because I have loved ones. And even though I have my moments where I think nobody cares, I know that I'm very loved. I know these things. But then the way the mind is set up is just like, nobody gives a fuck. But one thing I truly am big on is love and loyalty. No matter how many times I've been hurt from loving a person, I know that love doesn't really hurt. It's the people you love that hurt you. Because I know what love is supposed to feel like, even though I've never really felt it. And when I did, I felt it for like a split second before it was just like stripped from me. Because while good things come to those who wait, nothing good ever lasts. And you have to accept a lot of things in life, even the bad, with the good. And that's just how it is. And so we have all these different love languages. Once upon a time, I didn't even know what my love language was, I don't think. But now I can truly say that my love language is loyalty. If I have nothing else, I would prefer really having just loyalty if I just had to just choose on what love language that I could have. So it's like, if you have no loyalty, with loyalty, you have to trust the person to be loyal to them. Or you have to, I guess, feel a certain way. How does that even work? Do you have to feel a certain way about a person in order to be so loyal to them? Like, is that how it works? Because I don't really know how it works. I just know how it works for me. If I completely trust you, I'm loyal to you because we're like this. If we're close, like this, like twisted up, like, you know, if we're really close, nobody can come to me and say anything bad about you. And I can't go to anybody else and say anything bad about you. I can say what I feel and what a person does to me to make me feel the way that I feel, but I can't really just go and just talk bad about a person that I truly love because of my loyalty to them. And throughout the whole span of my life, of me living the 38 years that I've been living, I can truly say that if I'm nothing else, I'm loyal. I'm loyal as hell. Like, if I can't do anything else, out of all the things that I've messed up in and on in life, I'm loyal. Now, I may have been disrespectful, rude, malicious, vindictive, like, I had vendettas, like, but I'm loyal as shit. I think that's probably the only thing that I can literally, truly give myself. Even if I love really hard, and just like, I guess just bad at loving or something, I don't know. But I've had people to fall in love with me for who I am, because who I am personally, I'm an amazing person. I'm an amazing person. And I truly know that. Sometimes I tend to do things without realizing it though. But if nothing else, I'm loyal. And that's probably the only thing that I can really say that I have truly ever been. I have never broken being disloyal. Depending on who you are in my life, if I'm loyal to you, I'm loyal to you. Even I've been loyal to some people I don't even know. Not even like that. You just know them as a person, but you don't really know them. You know, you have to truly know a person inside and out. What they're feeling at all times for the most part. Unless they're growing and changing, you know, sometimes people change as they grow. You know, but how they say common sense is very rare. So is loyalty. But I can't be mad at the fact that people know nothing about being loyal, or were never taught loyalty in their life, or were just bitter and resentful themselves for being around people that have been disloyal to them all their lives. You don't know how to treat something that you've never had. And with me, I didn't know how to treat this guy because I've never had a guy like him. And with him, he didn't know how to be loyal to me because he's never been loyal to anybody else. Literally nobody else. So you can't fault a person for something they've never been taught. I was never taught how to respect a man. He was never taught how to be loyal to a woman. While I still think that we would have been the perfect couple, like, I literally at one point in time thought that we were like the perfect couple. But that was on my end. On his end, he didn't think so. Everything that I loved about us, he hated. But yet, no matter what, even though we're two totally opposite people, we wanted to remain in each other's lives. Like, I know there's love there, of course. There's love there. But I guess there was no respect and no loyalty. And a lot of things can lead up to stuff like that. Wow, you can work on communication all your life. If you're not vulnerable with the person that you say that you love, your communication ain't shit. Because so many people be like, oh, communication is key, communication is key. You communicate, you could talk around the world. Communication gets you nowhere if you have no vulnerability within that communication. I can be vulnerable to anyone I'm truly in love with, or just period, if I'm close to you or really care about you. I have no problem with expressing my vulnerability. A lot of people do though, especially people who claim that they are some of the best communicators. Your communication ain't shit if you have no vulnerability, because you're not communicating how you truly feel here and what you truly think here. You're just going based off of, oh, well, maybe it's like this or maybe it's that. Every now and then you may say, I think this and I think that, or I feel this, I feel this, I feel that. But you're not expressing all of it. People omit so much, and it's just like, I'm not going to throw back up in your face you being vulnerable to me. And that's where so many people like get messed up, because while I cannot think all men are the same, there are a lot of men that think that all women are the same. I take shit like that really seriously. I hold it here. A lot of people don't do that. So it's just like, wow, we're all so different. How do people even, where did they even come up with that, what is it, opposites attract? Do they really?